Bonanza. Is it? Yes, it is. I was just double checking the microphone was working, because otherwise it wouldn't have been. It would have been silence. And sometimes silence is golden. But other times, silence is not so good. Right. Yeah, get straight in. The game is set. Everything is ready. It is time to launch. Good lord. Yeah, no, there's actually two of them on the screen.
Hello there. Hello there.
Okay, that's amusing. That was such a on the first one, that was such a sort of sorry, excuse me, Obi-Wan, I was here first. Do you mind getting the fuck off the screen for a moment? Because he leant over his shoulder and was like, hello, no, excuse me. But good evening. Good evening, Generals Jester and Blue Boosh. But anyway, that was quite entertaining. But good evening to the both of you. So usually I would ask how you are and how are your doings. How are your doings and what are your doings? That's the usual questions. And feel free to answer the how are your doings and what are your doings questions. But here's a new one for you. What's the last comedy programme you really enjoyed? And how did you enjoy it? Where did you enjoy it? Why did you enjoy it? That's many questions all in one. And I realised earlier on when I thought of asking some different questions, it does start sounding a little bit like a sort of interrogator type scenario. I've got the torch. Torch would be a bit lame, wouldn't it? I've got the lamp. Putting it in your sort of face, going, what was the last comedy programme you watched? Why did you laugh? What was good about it? Where would one find it? But anyway, you hurt all over. You feel like a 1980s Kenner action figure that's been chewed by the neighbour's dog. That is incredibly specific. But I'm assuming it's because previously on The Life of Blue Boosh, you mentioned you'd started trying to weight train again and then had to go all the way out to London. So I imagine that is quite something unpleasant. And snippets of Vic Reeves and Bob Mortimer, that does count because they are incredibly funny. They are very entertaining. I think I've not ever really... In fairness, I've never really watched anything with Bob Mortimer, let alone the pair of them, with Bob Mortimer that's not been incredibly funny and incredibly ridiculous and unfathomably sort of... No, that cannot be true, sir. That cannot be true. It's why he's always quite such a treat on Would I Lie to You, because it's like, no, sir. No, that's not allowed to be true. You cannot claim that to be true. That is unbelievable. But that's what makes Bob Mortimer quite so entertaining, I suppose. But yes, Vic and Bob are fantastic. I loved their programme. Can't remember if I've got them on DVD or not. No, I don't think I do. No, that's a shame. I don't think I do. You're not doing great. Okay, that's not good. Which is, yeah, it's not good. You're not doing great. It's not great. Not good. Not bad. Well, it's bad. Not great, no. But no longer panicking about dying, which is nice. That's always helpful. It's always helpful. I just finished eating dinner and watching anime. I take you mean comedy TV show going by the phrasing? Yeah, pretty much. And I think that would be Taskmaster! We converted him! Hallelujah! Hallelujah! We caught him! We caught him! We caught him! Oh, yes! Hallelujah! Hallelujah! We have got him! We have got him! We got him on the old Taskmaster! Now we just have to have you watch all of the episodes. Starting from the very first series. Tree Wizard! That was Ramesh Ranganathan. We are liking that. I think we're adding it to the favourites. Because that is incredible. Ooh. But yes, Ramesh Ranganathan, I think, was on the first series. Unless I'm confused. And it was the second series or something. But nonetheless, I think Ramesh was on the first series. And he did Tree Wizard. Popping balloons, Tree Wizard. Actually, no, he was unpopping balloons, I think. Because he was reversed footage. Which was quite entertaining. Functional art. I don't know about it being functional art. I suppose arguably there is a roller coaster involved, isn't there? It is quite good. I'll stick it on the likes. I won't put it on the favourites, but I will stick it on the likes because that is quite nice. It's a bit too bright, I think, is the problem. That dragon's a bit too bright compared to that previous dragon, which was not as bright. Frank Skinner, yes. Was he first series? I mean, you say you know, so I'm not necessarily going to doubt you. It's just, I'm trying to remember. Yeah. I'm pretty certain he was in the series along with Josh Widdicombe, which feels like, yeah, that might have been the first series. I think Roisin Connerty was on the first series as well. And Ramesh, I think, was the other one. And Tim Key, I believe, who I think Tim Key has retained at least some degree of position behind the scenes on Taskmaster, because he usually comes up as sort of one of the people who actually creates some of the tasks. So I'm assuming he does a lot behind the scenes now. And I quite enjoyed Tim Key doing some of his poetry stuff on the radio. Here we go.
Fuck me!
Oh, it was too early. Too early that time. Hello there. Can't sleep, must paint. You didn't quite manage it again, I'm afraid. I don't know. It's possible. The problem is, I think it might be possible that dependent on how quick the system is running, that might affect how it loads on the sort of page. Because obviously it's a browser source trying to track down Triggerfire, which then pops over to the stream, which then pumps it out through the stream. So there's a lot of steps, and I don't know. There's the possibility that despite your scientific rigour, you may find yourself going, it's not doing it. It's not doing it. Because it's not quite the same each time. I don't know. And there we go. Stream Son and his streamy dad. I can't do a different alternate song. It is just that one now. That is your official theme song. Stream Son and his streamy dad. He's made a joke about it before on his radio show. It was something like, yeah, David Baddiel and I were on the first season of Taskmaster, to which one of his co-hosts says, yeah, and I think he was on the next couple of series. And Frank goes, oh, really? Well, I guess they must have forgotten to call me. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, David Baddiel certainly did appear on Taskmaster, but he was much later than Frank. Much later than Frank, I think. But that's quite a nice little scene here. A nice little fish dinner and a cup of cocoa, and just relaxing in front on the sofa. That's actually quite a delightful thing. A comfy evening. Lives up to its title. A comfy evening. She can't see the fish dinner. Well, I'm sure she knows the fish dinner's there. She just... If I never knew you, we'd do a little dance on a stage and we'd have loads of photographs. That is someone who is hard shipping the protagonist and Malroth, isn't it? Absolutely hard. Was that fish, chips and mushy peas? I cannot guarantee the mushy peas, but I'm fairly certain it was fish chips. At the very least. I'm only saying I can't guarantee the mushy peas, simply because I didn't see them. If you're confident there was mushy peas, I believe you. Right, so let's... I never got around to doing any solo stuff on this after all. So it's gonna be time to fix the problems. I think, in fairness, on this occasion, on this day, I'm fairly certain I know where to solve my problem. On this day. All I need to do is I'm going to crack out this wall. And then I do want to sort of crack that out and probably put another glass thing there. In fact, what might be quite nice... Let's smash that and that. And then if we do that... Yeah, that should work out the way I want it to. We shall have to wait and see, though. This problem feels like it just happened yesterday. Well, that's not true. It happened last week. So I got confused there for a moment, because down there I can see the little fella is battling the ghost. I turned around and saw those chairs, and I thought, shit, the ghost's up here now. But it's not. The ghost is nowhere to be found, which is fine. In which case, it's a very high-tier meal. Boo! Boo! The crowd doesn't like that. Boo! Ah, that might have been too solid. No, we're alright. It wasn't the hammer blow I was looking for. This is the hammer blow I'm looking for, which is just the triple threat. And we want to be careful not to go up and not to go down. Right. Boosh. There we go. And now we can probably go along and replace the windows here as well. Chair ghosts are the worst, yes. They're nasty little critters that take the chair away from you as you're about to sit down. Have you ever had that? Have you ever been sort of, oops, no, you went too far. You went too far, son. You went too far. Have you ever had that? You thought, oh, I'm just going to sit down. Oh, the chair's gone. That's the chair ghost. The chair ghost is coming for you. The chair ghost doesn't care for your situation. Oh, no, he doesn't. So hopefully, what's going to happen here, once I install some kind of door, which I'm hoping, do I have another one of those fancy doors? Fancy doors. Yes, I do. But then again, I think maybe the glass sliding door might match up here a little bit better. Yeah, enormous room, enormous room. Booyah! That's right. I've built 2 enormous rooms for my restaurant. Granted, they're slightly pointless, but that's... Shh. 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 Never you mind the pointlessness. They are now officially rooms. That was the key problem we were having last week. The next issue is figuring out the rest of the whole situation. So, Can't Sleep, you came in just post me asking the question, so I'll re-ask the questions because I'm curious. Standard question, how are you doings, what are you doings? And then a bonus question, Brucey's bonus question is, have you watched any comedy shows recently? And if the answer is yes, what, pray tell, are those comedy shows? I must admit, there's one thing I'm not keen about. And I must admit, yeah, I took that too far. That's not quite what I meant to do, but that's fine. That's not gonna be a problem. Dink. Dink, dink. And then finish off that little glass pane there. That should bring them back, good, yes. And then what I think I'll do is the same basic principle here. So yes, that goes out to Mr. Can't Sleep Must Paint. Have you watched any interesting comedy programs recently? Did you enjoy them? Why did you enjoy them? Perhaps even who did you enjoy them with? Still fighting the bedroom cleaning octopus. That's a beautiful one where not many people are going to understand what the fuck you're talking about there, which is quite impressive. I would say so. Oh yeah. We'll put the double chair there. That'll do. Take this back. Oh, hello. What was the ding? Oh, hello. I think I've got. Oh no, that's just going to be. Whoops. No, you piss off. I need to get out of these rooms so that I can access my map. Here we go. But the quest is just, yeah, build up the island. Yeah. I don't know what the ding was. Maybe just the rooms forming. Anyway, one thing I do need to do is have a look in my Builderpedia and have a look at some of my rooms. Because we've got dormitory, Bob's Burgers, I must admit, I've dabbled. I've dabbled in Bob's Burgers. I've dabbled. But never truly gripped me. Never truly gripped me. It's been one of those ones where it's kind of... I've been lying on the sofa and I couldn't be bothered to move. And I was like, this animation looks interesting. I've heard reasonable things. And it was just like, well, that was an episode. I don't plan on finding any more. Just didn't fully grip me. That's what we're missing. Chests. Right, let's see if we can find a chest. Do we happen to have one in my inventory? I've been thieving chests left, right and centre. So if I don't have a sodding chest in my inventory, it's going to be a big surprise. Now, I don't know. That's a treasure chest. I think they are technically separate. So I don't think a treasure chest is going to count the same way as a normal chest. But it really does look like I might not actually have any normal chests. I suppose it's because I keep thieving treasure chests. I suppose we could try the treasure chests. But then again, I mean, it's not... Oh, hello. What's this? Oh, I think the cow was killed. I think the cow was killed somewhere along the line. Well, I suppose let's place beef and tomato. Oh, beef and tomato is going to work. Cool. Well, that's a new mystery recipe. Marvellous. Daughter asked us to put it on now. There's a couple of scenes we've skipped for her. Oh, I see. But it's similar lewdness. Yes! As I say, I mean, truth be told, I have nothing against it. It just didn't grip me that much. It wasn't one that I would necessarily seek out. Consistent. There you go. It's not a terrible thing for a comedy. But probably that's why it didn't grip me immediately, because it wasn't necessarily laugh out loud instantaneously, which is perhaps what I required at that point in time. It's one of those ones where I might go back to it and suddenly find, well, actually, no, this is funny, I like this. Wooden cabinet. No, we don't need that. We need a treasure chest. Do I not have treasure chests in this menu? Apparently I do not have treasure chests in that menu. Okay. Is it in this menu? I will go for the all and just scroll down and hope Malroth takes care of that rat before it knocks me out of this menu. I should take care of the rat before it knocks me out of the menu. Which part of those very, 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 very simplistic instructions did you not understand, Malroth? Was it the whole lot? I think it was. Wasn't it? Anyway. I was going to recommend as well, on top of seeking potential recommendations for myself, I was going to recommend to people, if you've never watched it, I highly recommend the Goes Wrong show. I have now binged that. Do I honestly not have the recipe for chests? I must have the recipe for chests somewhere. Because otherwise, that is just ridiculous. They just seem to be sort of...
Who's sneaking about?
Clearly you're sneaking about. Sneaking about to get the bins. Ah! No, that's a no, I don't think that's the right sort of chest. Maybe it is. Let's build 10 of them. If it's the wrong chest, then building 10 of them is a little bit extreme. No, I think that is the one. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like the one up there. That's marvellous, right. We have found the correct chest. Anyway, I've been watching the Goes Wrong show. It's on BBC at the moment. If you wanted to watch it, it's on BBC iPlayer. And if you wanted to purchase it, it's on Amazon Prime. The first series is on Amazon Prime. The second series, not so much, I don't think. But nonetheless, I believe the Nativity play they did, which was last year's Christmas special, and then the season 2 is on BBC iPlayer. And I would honestly recommend that hugely, because it does make me chuckle every time, because it is incredibly funny, I find. But basically, if you were wondering, it's called the Goes Wrong show because everything usually goes wrong. I say usually, it always goes wrong. That's the point of the show. But basically, they're a sort of theatre group, and they do this thing called Play of the Week. And within said play, everything usually goes horribly wrong. A lot of it's slapstick, a lot of it's sort of misunderstanding from the crew and cast, and there's just lots and lots of farces that are fantastic. saw one of their plays prior to them getting the TV show. Oh, I kind of wouldn't mind doing that, but it didn't grab you. No. Why? That's fair. But I cannot deny it. I absolutely adore it. It is so ridiculous. And the way it sort of builds up and up and up and up and up as it goes along. I can't say, honestly, I can't say how their live show differs from the recorded show. But the recorded show, I have binged now 3 times in a row, essentially. Because I've enjoyed the episode so much. And I found their YouTube channel as well, where they've done some sort of watch along, so you get a few little tidbits of information from behind the scenes, and how some of their sort of bits and pieces stem from real life, which is probably what makes it not necessarily truly 100% unbelievable. All of it's unlikely, but it's not 100% unbelievable, and a lot of it's based on sort of extreme versions of real events and stuff. But yeah, I find it hilarious. Yeah, I see. Cracking job, Veldin. Well, would you look at that? It's a mini medal. Can't quite remember his voice. I don't think that's quite it, but still. 9 more tablet targets to complete. I'll give you a magic pencil. Doodle pip 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 for now. Superb. I have made a kitchen. Also, I think I've made a beef bouillons. A superior stir fry. Tasty. I'm going to eat my superior stir fry immediately. Marvellous. I feel I can safely say that it's just comedy. It's just comedy I don't like, as opposed to comedy I think is bad. Oh, that's fair. But yeah, it's very much comedy I enjoy. Everything about it. What is that? Oh, yeah, I want that. Now I want the Buildopedia once again, because I need some kind of... Whoops. No, that's recipes. I want rooms. I need some kind of... Simple kitchen, agricultural kitchen, mushroom cook room, fitted kitchen. So you need a chopping board, which we had, a kitchen counter, a cooking pot, and a chest, any kind of chest. Okay, so the fact that it's any kind of chest probably meant the treasure chest would have been sufficient, but never mind. Now, do we have neat and sweets? Yeah, well-stocked bars, toilets. How do you get access to the types? How do you... change type. Okay, there we go. Wooden toilet. Or a pot to piss in. Barn, smithy. We don't really need a smithy, and we don't really need a barn immediately, at least. Item shop, no. Pumping station, relaxation station, no, not so much. Bugger. Oh, that's probably what's missing. Yeah, I need some kind of... Did I think I prepped... Yeah, we were going to be a mushroom restaurant, weren't we? But I suppose we could have a meat feast on there. Maybe a couple of little sort of bottles of something. I suppose what might be quite nice is if we can get some kind of... I mean, I do have a sleek shelf, but I'm not convinced I can put as much as I want to put on it. Because we do have one at the front of the place as well, don't we? So I could possibly put that there. But then... what I want to do is maybe... I don't think these will fit. I don't necessarily think we want an old book on the shelf, but maybe the bottles would be pleasant enough. Yeah, that's not terrible. Yeah, they sort of need... Whoops, no, that's... I can't place that there. Can't place that there. So arguably what we perhaps want to do... Take that, take the bottles off. No, as I'd... Oh no, okay. No, as I'd loosely suspected. I think... Whoops, no. It's all going wrong. Well, we can place some bottles on there. What about this other carafe collection? Can we get that on there as well? Yeah, because I think it's mostly because a lot of the area there doesn't actually exist. I suppose you might be able to put... Oh yeah, you can put it there. Well, that's not too bad actually. I don't mind that. And put a fungus board there to advertise the fact that we are the fungus board restaurant. But I think weirdly, with this shelf, the only space that actually sort of exists is that drawer space. The rest of it is like a fictional space. Which is, I suppose, is why you can put the 2 block next to it. It's not terrible, it's just slightly peculiar. So let's have a meat platter there. And a meat platter there. Dining table, marvellous. And now a fungus board there for another dining table. Now, how many dining tables would one need? I don't know, but what we'll do is we'll just have the dining tables in this front portion. Because then we'll make the second back half some kind of like executive functions area. So you can book it out for executive functions and the like. Maybe what we can do at some point, I will just clarify, this is entirely fiction. You can't actually do this. But what we can do is we'll rent out this back room for a sort of comedy club. And so we'll line up some chairs and put a little stage at the front. And then what people can do, what we can have, is we'll host sort of comedy and curry nights. Or comedy and mushroom, I suppose, technically. And what people can do is they can pop in here, go om nom 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 nom, lovely mushrooms, and then they can go, be ushered to the other room where they can then sit down, let their dinners go down, whilst being entertained by a comedian on stage at the back there. So that's what this restaurant will offer. Now I just think I do have 2 dining tables, but I do think I'm going to need more dining tables. Which will mean I do rather need... Oh, I keep pushing the wrong sodding arse button. And if you've got a sodding arse button, you're doing it wrong. But yeah, I've discussed this in the past, but it's basically... It's what happens when I'm playing multiple games all at once that have slightly different control schemes. My brain cannot keep up with every single one. Because the brain is tiny and it cannot cope. Cotton. That's what we were missing. Now, did we have the island available to potentially try and track down cotton? I don't know. I don't think we did, but we'll have a little look. Okay, so that one, view the island info. Infinite supply of cord. This one I think we dealt with because we do have the infinite grass and dryness. Iridescent, that's copper and silver, which again we do have. On has right trigger as run. The other has right bumper. Oh, I see. I've missed a sentence. That's fine. Yeah, that happens with me and Monhun. Oh, Monster Hunter. Yeah, Monster Hunter and Tales of Arise. Okay, I got you. One has right trigger as run, the other has right bumper. You never remember which is which means you always do the wrong thing first, which is just standard practice. Annoyingly, yeah, I don't have an island that deals in cotton, which is a bit of a bastard. A little bit of a bastard. I mean, we could try and go down to Crumble Doon, but it feels a bit of a waste to perhaps go to Crumble Doon. Do I have the ability to plant... Do I have any, like, obvious cotton seeds that would perhaps work? I've got coffee. I don't think I've ever picked up anything that would obviously sort of grow into... what does the Yggdrasil leaf do? Oh, very nice. If I die, I get revived and restored. How very pleasant. I'm assuming that by automatically used if held, I think that means it needs to be in my inventory, my active inventory, the item hotbar. I think is what's going to be needed. Let's take out my superior saucy doodads, because we can probably try and grab that as a nice little bit of meal. We'll take that out as well, because again, it will prove a pleasant enough meal when I inevitably need some foodstuffs in my life. Just having a look, a desperate seeking. Are you a desperate sea king? Yes. I'm a desperate sea king, seeking another sea king. But I can't seem to find another sea king. That's fine. Oh, I wonder if maybe I need a... I wouldn't have thought so. I suppose we'll have those. And then I guess we'll... It's possibly just going to be sort of standard wooden stools, but since I can't get access to cotton at the moment, we might just have to go with the fact that when we do the grand opening of the restaurant, we might have to just sort of pop in there and go, look, I know some of you are on comfy chairs, some of you are on uncomfortable chairs. The management sends its deepest apologies, and you're going to have to live with the fact that some... Oh, I wanted to actually check the recipes first before heading to the restaurant. Hally hoop, hally hey, hally hey, and whee! Bloody rats are back. Luckily, at the moment, there is not a rat in my kitchen, so I don't have to question what I'm going to do. But every now and again, if one of these follows me back, I will have to find myself going, there's a rat in the kitchen, what am I gonna do? There's a rat in the kitchen, what am I gonna do? Fuck off, Malroth, I want to use the bench. Thank you. Right, chairs. Oh, I suppose I could... Oh, I've only got access to a couple of connecting couches as well, so... It's going to have to be stone stools, maybe. Or simple stools. The stone looks slightly fancier. And they are meant to be upholstered with hide, so they might be a little more comfortable. So we'll grab a bunch of stone stools, just to tide me over. I realise technically I don't need 10, but, you know. I've got plenty of resources, so I like to build. If it's worth building, it's worth overbuilding. You never know when you're going to need to use them. Whee! I'm flying without wings. Woohoo! Yeah. Must admit, it might be worthwhile. Tell you what, let's eat that. Oh, that was an attack power-up as well. Unexpected. Let's grab those stalls. Oh, I had fuck tons of those stalls anyway, so I didn't need to build any more. Really must pay more attention to... I don't know, the information provided to me by the game. But there you go. Never mind. What was I after? I cannot remember. I'm pretty certain I was after something, but I can't remember what that something was. Was it some kind of food? Oh, yes, it was some kind of food stuff. It was, no, not a woody goody. I think just worm food. Is what I'm after. What I wanted to do was just get, hopefully, our boy... This is what I usually end up having, because it's very difficult to tell. So that's just in front of the stairs. Okay, that's not too bad. So hopefully that will work. And then that is just in front of there, so... Probably there. I must admit, I don't know if Wrigley's actually here. Which is slightly awkward. But yeah, that should give me a little bit more stuff. But yeah, Wrigley, are you around, Wrigley? I don't think you're around, Wrigley, are you? I think Wrigley's over on the Scarlet Sands. Because I didn't need him over by the other place. Oh, in fact, yeah, I do remember now. I needed him over here at the Scarlet Sands. Inspect. I can now rename residents you've brought back from the Explorer's Shores. I see. I don't think you can rename him. Although maybe. That one's just cow. It's only a happiness of 19. Got some very unhappy creatures, haven't we? So anyway, Wrigley, crucial thing. Relocate to the gardens, please. Lillian, So yeah, I think the only one we've brought back is Rochelle. And I don't necessarily, yeah. Well, I might be able to, yeah, I can rename the brownie and the hill slime. I can also rename the cow. So, if anybody's got some good names for cows, for hill slimes, and other such odd creatures, you can feel free to chuck them. Well, now that is a predicament, isn't it, Wrigley? I've caught you stuck up in the air, haven't I, son? How'd you get up there, mate? He's flying. That worm is flying. He's flying up in the sky. I wasn't expecting to find a flying worm in the sky tonight. But I think people were wondering about the bottom of Wrigley. The bottom of Wrigley is more worm. We finally know how long Wrigley is. That's true. Yeah, look, he's up there. I don't have a full, full access to a sort of camera mode, but it is still quite entertaining to behold. I'll try what does Warp Bliss get me? Nothing better. So yeah, he's there. He's popping over to the old. He's doing the same. I suppose actually he's using exactly the same spell that I use, which is zoom. Or at least I think it's meant to be zoom. The traditional zoom, or the traditional fast travel spell of Dragon Quest is, I believe, if memory serves, zoom, where you do zoom. And I think I've mentioned this before, but I will mention it again. If you do it inside a cave, why you do it inside a cave, you dirty boy, I do not know. But if you do it inside of a cave, you will smash your head. And I think that's quite amusing, the fact that they thought of that. They actually went in and went, do you know what? If these people use it in a cave, because it launches you upwards, what we're going to do is we are actually going to smash their heads against the ceiling. And as I say, I find that highly entertaining. Let's find some more stuff to put. I don't think the cocktail shaker counts, but I think the full flagons do. Well, no, I don't think the cocktail shaker counts. There we go, simple sippers. Enormous cultured cafe! Unexpected cafe. Well, that's not technically what I was after. Which is awkward. Rooms. So what technically caused it to become the cultured cafe? Okay, let's have a look. Why is there a drunk chicken? Why isn't there a drunk chicken? A shit fit? My God, I've not heard that phrase for quite some time. Fit bit, yes, but shit fit, no. It's a very different company. Shit yourself fit. You need to have just 6 shits a day. Basically, you have to remain on the toilet, clamped to it. And we've got the pills that will allow you to do just that. Shit yourself fit. Breeding. Okay, so it's a picture, but I don't think that's actually helped me, because I'm not convinced. But technically, it's not drunk. I think it's meant to be sort of just chilling out, essentially. Let's pop a doodah there. Is that all it took to be I'd be as skinny as a rake? I see. Do you shit a lot then? Are you Sir Shits a lot? Welcome, Sir Shits a lot, to the stream. Oh, enormous dining room, yes! Think you'll find that's what I wanted. Oh, wait, no, okay, interesting. Can I access the, no, I don't think I can. God damn it. We'll save it, just in case. But, so, we've managed to get a dining room. The problem with... Oh yeah, I forgot that's a fake shelf. But yeah, we're going to have to go back to the tablet targets. Oh, bombs away! There you are. And then, oh, here we go. He's having another crack at it. Build a restaurant. Oh, you want it as a simple kitchen, do you?
Fuck me!
Hello there.
Oh, no. Too early again. Fuck me. Hello there. Hello, fuck me. General shitty shit fit. Ah, blast it all. But I feel like any kitchen should suffice, right? Come on, game. Come on. Don't be that game. Don't be that game. Don't be that game. Don't be that game at all.
Fuck me!
No, you're
Hello
way
there.
too early there. You've not done the research. That's the problem. So dining
Fuck
room.
me!
Wait, I'm way past everything, haven't I? Yes. So I wonder if. Yeah. Okay. So I need a bonfire. Do I have a bonfire on me? I do not know. Bonfire. Bonfire. It's a little bit like bonsoir. Bonfire. No, somehow, amazingly, I don't have a bonfire. Bonfire. I'll just buy 5. Oh, he's making it rain! He's making it rain. I've run out of hello there's. I know, you only get 2. Everybody gets 2. You will never get a hello again. You have burnt through all of your hellos. You were unwise with your hello there's, and so you are gonna have to sit around waiting for some other person to pop by. Some other person to go, hello there. If you hadn't been so generous, you would not have lost your hello there's. But you were too generous with your hello there's. You burnt them both in an instant. Now, strictly speaking, yeah, this is, I mean, it's a fitted kitchen, not a simple kitchen, but come on. Don't be a douche game. Don't be a douche game. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, I'm going to have to break down the fitted kitchen, aren't I? Bastards. Okay, is that now a simple kitchen? No. Why is it not a simple kitchen? Oh, possibly because there's not a light source in here. I wonder if that... No, that couldn't have been the problem because it was a fitted kitchen before. So it mustn't be that problematic. Wall lamps maybe would be the more... I don't need that pub sign anymore because we've discovered how to get the other things, but... I wonder... I mean, I don't like it there. I'm slightly confused. So... Sometimes somebody once told me, stop fiddling with your restaurant. Okay, interesting. Brick fire frying pan. Oh, you need 3 bonfires if you do it this way. Okay. I don't have the fiery frying pan on hand, but you can probably pop 3 of those. Right.
Hello there.
Fuck me!
Oh! He got it. I think he got that bloody close. Very good, you cheeky not blue bush. Well, you do realise that because you're a new person, not blue bush, you have to answer all the questions again. And if you answer the same as blue bush, we'll know you're not the real not blue bush. You're the real blue bush. So how are you doing? And what are your doings? Veldenpild's a restaurant! Yes! Optional build a bloody restaurant! A bloody restaurant! Oh, another challenge complete, I see. Cracking job, Velden. Well, would you look right to mini medal, my son. Velden acquires a mini medal. He's just going to give the same answers, but with not on them. That's true. That's true. I cannot answer either of those questions since I am not Blue Bush. then you can answer them as not Blue Bush, can't you? Just 8 more targets to complete. I'll give you a magic pencil, if you know what I mean, eh? I'll give you a good magic penciling. Toodle pip 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 for now, son. Right, I wonder if we can fix my current situation and put the kitchen back into play. So the kitchen unit, and then the other thing we wanted was pots. I would like a pot, there they are. I'm gonna take this pot, and I'm gonna place it there. Superb. It is still actually registered as a simple kitchen, which is intriguing. Probably because of that. So we'll possibly try and find frying pans. I mean, I don't think the cook fire is much beneficial, to be honest. But I might be wrong. With the other options, was there a cook fire at all? Where are you? Simple kitchen. Fiery frying pan set. Brick barbecue. Bonfire any. Now it's interesting. You classify it as bonfire any. Yeah, I suppose bonfire any with 2 or bonfire any with 3. Okay. Well, we've got ourselves a restaurant. Yeah. This is spectacular news for everybody. I cannot. Look who doubled their hello there's. Well, I feel like there should be some kind of punishment, but I can't immediately think of one apart from possibly banning the both of you. But I can't afford to do that. I need the numbers! Because the numbers are the only thing that make me happy. As long as the... Oh, the chicken laid an egg! What came first? Hello, chicken. Stroke the chicken! Good chicken! Very pleased you laid me an egg. Maybe I'll have to build a ladder up there so I can toss myself off the back end. I'm sorely tempted. Actually, yeah, I'm tempted to do that. I'm gonna build an emergency exit. It's only for me, though. Nobody else should be using this emergency exit. But for me, I can now use the emergency exit to go. Whee! Lovely bit of grass there, my boy. Lovely bit of grass. What we need to do, though, is go back and get a load more, whatever they're called. They're not woody goodies, they're just worm food. Hey, a serious health and safety violation. Well, let the health and safety board come at me. Yeah, I'll tell them where to go, and then I'll get my friend Malroth to equally tell them where to go. And when Malroth tells them where to go, he'll tell them to go 6 feet under. Fortuitously, we actually need some bodies under here because that'll help the grass grow a little bit more. Because the problem we got at the moment is a lot of this stuff here is horrendous. It's all just horrible soil. Yeah? If we can get some human flesh rotting away underneath, we're going to be in a far better position. Because that way we can get ourselves a lot more crops and stuff. Hey, that's what we were after. Fuck off, Mr. Scorpion. I'm trying to lay grass. I want to be a drug kingpin. I want to be the druggiest kingpin around. That's right. So I can do all of the drugs. You would not believe. You would not comprehend how many drugs I plan on growing in this place. They don't call it the green grass meadows. Actually, I don't think they call it that at all anyway, but where the fuck are they? This is the... Oh no, it's the Green Gardens. That's why. Finally someone I can ask how to play. I don't know if I could go that far. I might be able to... Oh, well, that was the wrong place to put that. Plus, really, I should have been using forest around here, I think. But technically, I can answer questions to the best of my capacity. But the best of my capacity is often quite low. But nonetheless, you are still welcome to be here, Mr. I.R. Johnson. The in real Johnson. I'm really Johnson. Maybe that's what it stands for. Hello, I am really Johnson. Hello. Please, I'm Johnson. I'm really Johnson. I just rang the bell. I'm at the place where I just rang the bell. I'm assuming that's the furrow. Oh, hello! Isle of Awakening. Build meadow tiles. Oh, I've got framed foliage. Oh, very nice. Harpoon cannon. Fire! Pew! You've just harpooned your way into following a brand new streamer. But, yeah, I'm assuming that's in Fodderfield. And oddly enough, I might actually build a couple of farms. And it is IR Johnson, as in IR Weasel. I don't recognise the IR Weasel thing. I don't know where that's from, or if that's just generally your name. I don't know, but the only IR I can think of now is Erwin. Is it? Yeah, it's Erwin R. Shyster, I believe was the name, which was an old wrestler. I don't know. It's difficult to know if anybody. Can't Sleep might recognise the name, because I know he's a wrestling fan, so he'd perhaps have that background knowledge, but I don't know if anybody else would know of Erwin R. Shyster. Or was it Shyster, or was it something slightly different? I'm not sure, but no matter what, it's very much sort of meant to be IRS, because he was the tax man, and he wrestled in a shirt and tie, and it was quite entertaining. Oh, hey, do you mind, sir? Please don't do that. Right, let's see what else we need to do. Let's have a look on my tablet targets and see what is available. But I think in terms of fieldage, and I might be wrong, because I'm thinking of this off the top of my head, which is rarely, if ever, the correct information. But I think all you really have to do... I mean, truth be told, the easiest way of doing it is just multiple scarecrows, essentially. You could just put a scarecrow, put a scarecrow, put a scarecrow, put a scarecrow. Because what I tend to do, certainly here, what I did the last time I played this game, was I just built singular fields that were the size of the scarecrow's perimeter, which allowed you to just build as much stuff as you like. And yes, a scarecrow first would be useful. You do require scarecrows. But the other option, technically... I don't think I've got any, actually. Oh, no, that's the fence. If you wanted to make a massive field, I think, precisely how massive, I'm not sure, because there are limitations, but you can use this wooden fencing. So you can fence out your own area, and then pop a scarecrow in, and lo and behold, you get a irregular-sized field, if you so choose. Right, no, I'm in the wrong place. I want tablet targets. Tablet targets. Tablety targets. Targets on the tablet. New targets materialise. Oh no, just when you thought I was getting somewhere, the game says no. Ah, interesting. That might be a case of follow the storyline? I've got a feeling it might just be follow the storyline. Also, we do need more forest as well, so let's have a look. We'll try and pick up some more woody goodies. So, what? Oh, okay, no, we're not going to be able to... What am I lacking? Oh, wow, I'm actually running out of poo! That's not good! I'm running out of the poo! Well, I'm not going to get all of the woody goodies that I require, but still. Oh, I've already got some woody goodies. Well, that's going to help a lot. And let's just polish off the old... that's it, polish off as many seeds as I can, which means... Whoops! Well, there goes my woody goodies. Here we go. Woody goody. No, that's worm food and woody goody. There we go. And what do they actually do? No, I don't want that. I want the description. There we go. Turns any surrounding earth into humus. No, I think it's like humus or something. So I already built the cabbage farm from a few months ago, last time I played, but I can't remember how it is my exact point. Ah, okay. That's intriguing. I'm wondering if via the storyline you were perhaps given a singular scarecrow. Although, having said that, I think if you... if you get the Scarecrow once, you should unlock it immediately, I think? It should just be a standard thing. Although, if you were given a Scarecrow, then yeah, it might be a case of you have to follow the storyline. I've got plenty from my 6 a day if you need it. 6 a day what? Oh, yes, from earlier. Wait, don't you chase my fucking chicken, you little bitch. Do not touch my chicken, you dirty bastard. I don't want your little hands all over my chicken. No, siree. Well, I'm not convinced it works on Umber, but I think I might have just been proven wrong. No, it is working on Umber. Yeah, just your build pattern is unusual, Wrigley. I can't quite track down precisely. See, like that one, it basically took everything above and below, and yet some of these, no, that one it's taken everything above and below. Fair enough. I'm going to do it irregularly. You could try and calculate an exact pattern, but I don't have the patience to try and work through exact patterns. Okay, so it's the chunkier stuff. So what is this stuff? That is Umber. Okay. Oh, so what is this stuff? Arid Earth. Arid Earth. Okay, fair enough. So yeah, the Umber I can't grass. Oi, you grassed up my Umber. No, unfortunately I didn't. That's the problem. But we should be able to get a few bits and bobs going here. So is there a way to build bigger AOA Scarecrows? Yours seem to use a bigger area than what I was given. I mean, my basic Scarecrow should be rocking exactly the same area as any regular... Go away, ant. As any regular Scarecrow. The only way you can chunky it up, I think, is... let's see where I want to build a field. I think, really, I sort of want to... This area is horrible, is my statement, to be honest. Did the big slam in the wrong area, really. Because, I don't know, I don't like building down in sort of like pits here. Which means I'm going to end up having to, like, pop something. Some kind of block in here. And it's going to take quite some time. Clodstone? Do I want clodstone? Yeah, it shouldn't make too much difference because we'll... oops. Wrong button. Why not just build it on the grass? Because I've got sort of plans for the grass. I've sort of got plans for this area of grassiness. We shall have to wait and see if those plans happen. Although, having said that, I'd be building it in exactly the same place as last time, so I don't know. Maybe I should try and do something more unique and interesting. But either way, I'm still going to have to try and get some of this area a little bit flatter. Because really, if you want fields, you want flat ground. So let's see. Clodstone, maybe not. Do I have any sort of proper earth? Stony soil? I suppose that's not the worst. Oh, there we go. I've got 300 odd blocks of earth, which should do me a little bit better. Are you enemy? Friendly enemy? You didn't attack me. So, do you know what? I'm going to give you a special treat, and I'm going to let you live. Let's have a look where I want to build it. Where do I want to build it? I don't know. Tell you what, let's try and flatten this area here. And that way. But most of the time, there's always the question, why don't you just take the easy path and build it, you know, simply? But then, it wouldn't be me if I took the easy path and built something simply. Because if I just built something in a simple fashion, I wouldn't have that thing up there, which I will introduce once I've flattened this area a little bit more. I realise, Wrigley, I'm undoing all your work, but you know, it's fine. Wrigley don't care. He's happy just to munch away on his worm food. But yeah, if I was willing to do things simply, I would not have built a huge staircase up into the fanciest restaurant that you will ever see. I say that. There's probably fancier restaurants. With glass everywhere. And my super special secret room here Well, I say secret room, it's got glass front, so you can always see it. But still. Story question. I think I've sussed out Malroth, and yes, I am also a Brit. I bet Malroth is the assumed antagonist, god of destruction or whatever. Ooh. Well, I'm not going to necessarily state whether your assumptions are correct or not, but he does certainly have a dark side to him. Whee! The biggest of the ways. Way. There we go. Now, ideally, what I want to sort of do is let's try and sort of just flatten out this area. No scorpion. No. Nobody needs a scorpion. Yeah? You go away. Nobody wants you, sir. Nobody needs you. Nobody wants you. Nobody likes you. I know that's difficult to hear, Mr. Scorpion. There you go. So clay/soil makes a difference for farms then. Sort of? I think most of... Yeah, I think you have to have sort of pure soil. That's fair. That's absolutely fair. I welcome the chat. But it's... I think it has to be soil-ish. Mostly soil. I think it possibly can be the stone soil. I'm probably going to have Wrigley convert all of this anyway. But basically you can't have... Certainly the dirty soil that you get lumbered with in the original area of, Furrowfield. That's unsuitable. Stone soil, stone brick, yeah. Do-do-do-do-do. Bam, 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 bam. Just do another line. There you go. We said it was a stoned person. Just doing another line. Get away from here, slime. Nobody needs you. Nobody wants you. You enjoy falling foul of my skilled blades. Bum, ba-da, bum. And I must admit, slightly unnecessary, but I want it sort of slightly neater. Whoops. Well, looks like we're going one more. Hadn't fully planned on doing this one, but never mind. Can I just... Yeah, just trash over that one. Nice. Slice that up. That'll do nicely. Right, so we've got a fair little area here. So let's try and get my boy to do some more woody-goody bits here. Well, these aren't woody-goodies, actually. These are standard grass seeds. Which means he's actually going to bring out some grass, but that's fine. It's not a problem. Sometimes I reckon Memoria. Vaguely recognise the title. Not sure if I've ever played that one. I don't think I have. Right, let's get ourselves... What sort of field do we want? I suppose arguably, let's try and make sure they've got access to a nice bit of clean water. Where's that little sort of... There it is, that little island there. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll mark this as the sort of final area. Get rid of that for now. Get rid of those for now. I don't really need the red bricks or the stone floors anymore. Or at least not at the moment. Isometric dwarf fortress with gnomes. Yes. Okay, dwarf fortress I know. So yeah. I think I know the sort of gameplay you're talking about. Right, what do we want? What do we want? What do we want? I don't know. Stairs. Ideally wooden steps. Well, I've only got 6 wooden stairs. So we're going to have to be a bit generous with our sort of area here. But I tell you what, I got rid of that wood, didn't I? But let's try... No, I don't think herringbone. Modern masonry block, no. I think maybe... Yeah, I think maybe the floorboards. The official floorboards might look quite nice. Yeah, I can live with that, I think. I think I'll make it 4 long. Just a little bit out there. That'll do nicely. And now basically... Must have hit foot. Whoop, no. Woohoo! I didn't know you could cancel that. That's quite useful. Now then, let's see. Mr. Hammer. Is that you, Mr. Hammer, friend? Mate, I'm going to trust you. Don't die. Yeah? Because I'll feel bad if you do die. So don't do that. Right, what we want to do is... In fairness, I don't think he would actually die. he would only ever sort of faint ever so slightly. Do 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 do. Bam 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 bam. I do like the idea of having this a little bit sort of more extended. So I think what we'll want to do... no, that's the wrong one. Cancel it. There we go. Good. Do the big slam. Well, it's the big slam. Yes, the big slam tonight, yo. You see, the problem you did there was you went too high, too early, and it did sound dreadful. Yes, yes, it did. So what is this stuff here? That is chert. Where is my chert? There is my chert. I will utilise this chert in this hole, and then I will smash out this hole very slowly, because I am underwater. So everything moves slower if you're underwater. Just even up this chert, that's it. And now we want to sort of just take this back, take this other side back a bit. So we've got a nice little jetty. I'm going for a jetty. Do 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 do. Nope, I've gone the wrong direction. I've gone down too far. It's fine. It's not a problem. We'll just build chert above. Cherty, cherty. See, I've hidden it all with the chert. It's not a problem. Hide all of your sins. All of your sins with the chert. I'm going to roll another and just chill here for a bit. Please forgive the ensuing stoner Q&A. I see. Your chert is near Hindhead, surely. I don't know what that means. Is there a place called Chert in Hindhead? If that is geographical requirements, I'm afraid my geographical knowledge does not stretch beyond my own front door. For the most part, anyway. Do 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 do. Right, now, if we pop a little bit more wood... And then, yeah, I like that. I like this is coming along in some fashion. I'm probably going to have to go and get some more hardwood at some point in the not too distant future, but that's not a problem. I will definitely need some more wooden stairs as well, which means I do. Oh no, sir, no, how dare you! I sound more buzzed than you. Well, I have the natural buzz of being fucking weird. Yes. Because, yes, we have not touched drugs since 1967. And as I wasn't born in 1967, well, you know, that's not quite as accurate as you would think, would you, eh? Do, 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 do. And then I think what we'll do is we'll go up another bit of the stairs here. Mr. Ghost, could you know... Piss off, Ghost! Where the fuck am I? I've completely lost my bearings. I don't know where the bear took them, but he took my bearings away. And, what did I want? Wood. How would you do if you would? So plentiful. In fairness, I can have as many of these as possible, because it's basically when you get bored holding the stick along, that's when you stop. But you don't really need to care too much, because I've got Infiniwood! It is lasting much longer than 4 hours. How much wood would a woodchuck wood if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Slightly surprised I actually managed to get through that. Tongue twisters are not necessarily my thing. Although every now and again the brain does do what the brain should do, which is process information and chuck it out in an order that's befitting it. Right, here we go. Right, so my little wooden pier, and we want to finish the stairs. Right, and now we probably want to trash this a tiny bit. So since that staircase, that was a set of 2 blocks last. No, okay, we're going to have to do it the slightly awkward way, which is not a problem. We can We can adapt and overcome. That's what we do. Ba-ba-ba. So I haven't quite completed the game, no. I have 1, 2, buckle my shoe, 3, 4, why don't you purchase a whore, 5, 6, I've paid her for her tricks, 7, 8, she turned up bloody late, the wife arrived, and I was in trouble. Anyway, I have got multiple areas remaining that require my doings. I've got one major island left, and then a couple of the sub sort of areas that will be needed to be dealt with. Do 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 do. Bang 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 bang. And now, boom, 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 boom. But I am sort of I'm basically kind of just chilling out on the island at the moment, just fiddling around with tablet targets. It's not the most riveting of stuff for an audience, I suspect, but oh, cock it. Especially when you fuck it up. That's not useful for anybody. But I quite like just designing and figuring out precisely how I want to actually make these things look. It's quite pleasant. It's a nice relaxing time. Overbuilding everything, essentially. That's what you have to do. Bang, 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 bang. Whoops. Of course, it's always very easy to push the wrong button. Sorry, Malroth, but you were kind of in the way, sir. There we go. Are you a friendly slime? Not anymore, you're a dead slime. Genuine hadn't planned on fully just executing the poor blighter. Shall we put some stairs in the water? Yeah, it's quite pleasant. Wee ba-bum, wee ba-bum, wee ba-bum, wee ba-bum, wee ba-bum. Everything is a wee ba-bum. Oh yeah. Right, now, what we want to do we have fences? I think there's fences available. I don't know if I've actually got a fence. Wooden gate. I mean, arguably, that feels like it's probably what I'm talking about. Let us see. And then let's take some of these. That's why I love small streamers, because they're more up for the chat and guaranteed awesome insanity, always. Although having said that, most big streamers are guaranteed a relative amount of insanity, of course, because that's what Twitch streams are usually all about, in fairness. Diddly-doo. What time are we at? Not too bad. I can faff about for at least a while longer. Oh, my hill slime. Look at him go. I'm doing great. Go on, get involved, Malroth. No, you changed your mind. That's fine. Right, this gate. Oh, perfect. Lovely little 2x2. Do appreciate a 2x2. But theoretically, and I don't know necessarily if I want this whole place to be... No, I didn't want to... Don't want double fencing, please. Don't want double fencing. It's just I find the bigger ones more likely to interact with their usuals than new people. I don't know, I'd be surprised. A lot of them, you know, the new people are... I mean, the regulars are useful, but new people are kind of the bread and butter of any stream, big or small. Because that's how your numbers grow. And as we discussed earlier, it's all about the numbers! The numbers make me happy. Insanity on a stream? Never. And there you go. As you're here, you would probably quite enjoy... Oh, there we go. You would rather enjoy Mr. Can't Sleep stream as well, because there is a certain level of insanity available there as well.
Hello there.
Hello, General Skink Rules. Welcome, Mr. Skinkington. Hear that, everyone? He said we're useful. What, as in viewers are useful? Yes. Here we go. I'm liking it. Oh shit! Yeah, I'm starving to death. That's fine. Eat my superior saucy spaghetti. Get out of my pen. You as well. Very irritating boy. Son of a bitch. And good evening, Mr. Skink Rules. But you have the high ground. Never. I always have the high ground. Now, what's going to be... do you know what? I'm lazy. I'm just going to get Wrigley to deal with this situation. Although having said that, he's going to turn it into grass, isn't he? And I don't want grass. Oh well, fuck it. He's done it now. What I need is earth. So yeah, I'll probably use my my trusty trowel. So well done, Wrigley. You did all that work, and now I'm overruling your work, son. It's fine. It's not a problem, mate. It's not a problem. But I do want dirt. I do like it dirty. CSMP! He sees you when you're peeing, because he's in your toilet now. That is where he lives. It's a most frightful thing. He's just staring up at you and going, "Oh, master. I like it when you pee, master. It lets me see things." I can't sleep. That's Paint does a wonderful Van Goblin impression. Or just a general goblin, I suppose, but specifically on this occasion, it's the Van Goblin. Right, what else do we want? We want a scarecrow. We don't want any more fence, I don't think. Oh, okay, I've done this wrong. That's fine. I cancelled taking out my scarecrow. It's not a problem. But welcome, Mr. Skink. And I don't think I technically asked you, Mr. I.R. Johnson, but the standard questions, I don't know if this is going to work. No. Now, why didn't you work? Maybe the fencing is too big. It's so often my problem. The fencing might be too big, and this is too expansive for an actual field. But theoretically, this fencing should... Whoops, that's a bush. You were supposed to move the fence, not move the bush. It's fine, sir. You'll live with it. I don't necessarily think this is the quickest way of doing this job, but it's how we're doing it. Standard question. Yes, standard questions. How are you doings? And what are your doings? What are you up to now? Are you doing anything interesting? How are you? Are you enjoying it? Are you enjoying your doings? Now. Okay, that field's disappeared. Nope, again, that's not worked. Let's see if the Builderpedia can help me. I don't know if farms are technically classified as a room, though. No, I don't think they are. Barn is classified as a room. We'll probably build a barn, in fairness, just to have a barn, but... There you go. I told you I knew nothing. Blueprints. No, I don't think blueprints are going to help me. Mountaintop temple. No. Yeah. Big old-fashioned situation going on. Let's pop you. Let's pop you there. That gets me my standard fare. Now let's try just sort of sealing it in here. Autistically stoned, I see. And watching this while trying to think about unpausing the game. Ah. Well, I would highly recommend unpausing the game because Dragon Quest Builders is phenomenal. It is one of my favourite games of all time. It was very much the game that sort of got me through doing the Advent calendar not last Christmas, the Christmas before, where I bit off way more than I could chew in terms of building videos. Where I did, basically, I uploaded a video per day. Enormous field! There we go. That's the problem. A lot of the time, what you can find... Now, I'm slightly tempted. How far can we push this? Can we get it one more out? Or not? But there is an upper limit to how big rooms and fields, as can be seen here... Oops, get down, sir. Get down! Just switched over to you from Vroom Vroom. Who, pray tell, is Vroom Vroom? I'm assuming another streamer, perhaps. Or you were playing with cars, and you just didn't want to admit you're playing with cars, so you've obfuscated it by going, yes, I was doing the Vroom Vroom. Are you still an enormous field? You are still an enormous field, okay. Well, it's not quite as... I was planning on making it a really irregular shape, but it's ended up being just a slight kink in the corner. Which I suppose, arguably, sometimes, that's all you need in life. You just need a slight kink in the corner. Do-do. Right, what I think... Please. Please. Stop. Please. What we'll try and do is finish off here. Whoopsie doodles. Motorsport stuff, no toy cars. Boo! We only want toy cars around here. Right, let's try and fill in the gaps of this fence, because then we can probably have 2 fields in a row. But I must admit, I don't know... Whoa! We suddenly drifted across the fence there. Quite epically. I will need that fence back. I said I wouldn't need the fence, and it turns out I need the bloody fence. Where are my fence posts? Where have they gone? They're at the end. Did I not... I must not have built fence posts. Anyway, what I also need is... Yeah, okay, I didn't need a fence post there, because I... What? Oh, you... Hammer, please! Hammer! Boom. There we go. If it's a skink-sized car, it might be a toy one. I must admit, I really would. I'd love... Oh, that's classified as a large room. Well, it's not going to be a large room for long. Tell you what, let's try and make the fields just that little bit more unique by just putting a bit of an extra sort of... bit of an extra oddity in there. So... I don't know. It's not going to be that spectacular, I can't deny. Oh, did I use all my bloody... or did I put them away? Oh, no, I think I used them all. No, I couldn't have used them all, surely. Where are fence posts? Must have... Yeah, there you go. I couldn't have... I was going to say, I couldn't have used about 30 odd just to move the fence a bit. Whoops, that's the wrong place. Oh, luckily, I had my gloves on. Whee! Enormous room, enormous room. Or enormous field, enormous room. Superb. But I have this one, like, weird hankering after having some remote control cars. Just, I don't know why specifically. It's just one of those odd little things where it's like, you know what? I really would enjoy a remote control car. Technically, I do have one because I purchased when Mass Effect Andromeda came out. I purchased the collector's edition, the mighty collector's edition, which featured a remote control Mako. But I get the impression the app probably doesn't work anymore, as app-based things are wont to do. They do have a tendency of sort of coming out and going, oh, you wanted to continue using the app. Sorry, we assumed you wouldn't want to bother continuing the app, so we've discontinued the app, which is always very frustrating. That is not the tool I was after. I always assume I've got hammer on, and it turns out rarely, if ever, do I have the hammer on. So I'm thinking let's use the old softwood, I think. If I have softwood on me. That's not softwood, is it? No, it's sand. That's softwood. Do. And boom. My daughter has some remote control toys, and I just want them bigger. I suppose that's where I would like... Whoops. Oh. He's making this look more difficult than it is. That is a fairly standard practice. It's not a problem. Just need... There we go. Right. Just need you to cooperate with precisely where you slam that hammer. There we go. What I want to do is just clear this bit out so I can form a floor, which will hopefully form a lovely little barn that I can utilise here as well. RC cars are great fun. See, that's why I want them. Especially because I don't know, there's a part of me I wouldn't mind trying. Although I don't really have the camera setups for this sort of notion. But there's a part of me, I know, I can't remember if they did or didn't do this, but I think Corridor Digital did something along these lines. But they did a sort of... They did a little thing where they basically filmed a load of RC cars, but in a super cinematic fashion. So it was like a proper car chase from a film or something. And it was really very enjoyable to behold. But then again, Corridor Digital are spectacular. So that's going to be free. If we do a double door, we can actually get free here as well. So that's going to work out quite nicely-ish. No, I think what we want is we want to do that. And then we want to do that. I helped make real cars RC'd up with huge weapons on them. Nice. Do-do-do. Do-do. Right, there we go. 4 in there. 4 in there. Might want some windows. Let's have some windows. Let them be able to look out on their farms whilst they are hanging around in the old doodah. The old barn. Perfect. Now we just have to decide precisely how long we want our barn to be. Doesn't necessarily have to be humongous. It is going to be slightly overhanging, but I'm not that fussed about that. Yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah, I can live with that size. So let's fill in the floor. Fill in the floor. And then we've got to look up and see precisely what I need to be able to build a barn here. Build a barn. It's a very disappointing version of Build-A-Bear. You have screaming children everywhere, because they were expecting to build a bear, but you took away that dream when you brought them here to build a barn. Arguably though, maybe they are farmers' children, and therefore... No, that's wrong. No, something's wrong. Something's definitely wrong. Oh, I see. That's what's wrong. Maybe use the gloves. Might make it slightly easier on myself. Although, having said that, smashing things usually works quite well as a solution. Generally speaking, destruction is a solution. Especially here, because I prepared a window on the other side, and I would like it symmetrical. Doesn't need to be symmetrical, I just do like a bit of symmetry. Do enjoy a little bit of symmetry, sir. I think these double doors, yeah. Although, having said that, they go outwards. I don't like that. I wonder if we can get them to go inwards rather than outwards. I'm hoping if we just place them this way. There we go, yes. They now go inwards. Superb. Right, the next step is... Plank pathway might not be too bad. Might be quite a nice thing to have. But we want some kind of window. I do think maybe arched windows might work the way I would like them to work, although they are a bit of an awkward one to install, because you either have to have an external, for this sort of area, you either have to have an external kind of scaffolding, or you have to do this method that I'm choosing, which is the toss and go, which arguably... That's just before you have to go out. It's just before you have to go out and you really fancy a quick one. You just do the toss and go, and put the freshness back. How long am I stringing for? Ooh, it is another hour and a half, I believe. Yes, it will be a midnight finish. Not quite as spooky as that, but yeah. Well, this one's going to be slightly easier. No, it's going to be just as awkward. Can we get in that side? No. So again, and tally-ho. This one, however, nope. We can, however, just do a standard jump. I like that. I likes that. May catch me in a bit then, otherwise I will catch you again. Delightful to have met you. Thank you very much for following. It's always appreciated. It's a delight to encounter new people. I do hope we do see you again. You are always going to be welcome, I.R. Johnson. So, I bid you farewell for now. Right, ideally I want to sort of start doing it. Is the midnight finish similar to the toss and go? Yes, but very late night version. Or early morning. Depends on your interpretation. Right, let's get a bunch of ingredients out. So let's... I don't need those doors for now. I don't need those for now. Probably don't need those for now. That's fine. See, can we find out... Can we combine those? No. It's fine. We'll just sort of do a general kind of recipe... kind of fiddle, I suppose. aubergines, sugar canes, pumpkins, wheat, cabbages, crab claws, meaty goodness, eggy babies. No, they're all cooked bits. I'm pretty certain you don't put cooked bits into non-cooked bits, but no, nothing doing there. Ba-bam, ba-bam, ba-bam. No, nothing doing there. Oh, we've got pumpkins and wheat. Nice. Now here, oh, we can't actually do multiple things here, so we'll just cook that. Cook an aubergine. I don't know if we've actually cooked. Oh yeah, we've cooked aubergines before. It's fine. We've cooked candies before. We've cooked that before. I'm pretty certain we've cooked basic meat before. Can't say that with any real certainty. I don't think. Yeah, that's technically classified as just one unit. Oh, is that? Oh no, that was a flame grilled plumberry, and we did use plumberries. That's fine. So, if you've got any thoughts, there is some degree of logic to how the recipes work in this game. Not necessarily obvious, but oh, that's oddly apropos. I just got a pumpkin pie, and of course, Halloween season. An autumnal treat prepared with pureed pumpkin and sundry spices. A pumpkin pie. Everybody loves a pumpkin pie. And I just wolfed it down in one shot. Grilled grains and a bit of meat. Superb. Right. Let's see. Let's try a tomato and some sugar. No. Pumpkin? No. Plumberries and sugar? With a pumpkin? Everything with a pumpkin? Wheat by itself is bread. Wheat and... Ooh, interesting. I don't know. Do we know this one? No, we don't. Okay, roll up, roll up. Place your bets, please, gentlemen. What do you get when you put wheat and cabbage together? I honestly don't know. Cabbage pie? No, I wouldn't have thought so. Shepherd's pie, maybe. A mess. That's fair. That's fair. Teriyaki pudding? Interesting. I haven't got any teriyaki in it. But it's not impossible. It's not impossible. Let us see. Teriyaki pudding. Here goes teriyaki pudding. It was not teriyaki pudding. It was saucy spaghetti. The thought of it. What's cooking? Everything I can possibly put in the cooker. Do we get like a fish pie? No. Meat pie? Have we done? No. Fishy meat pie. Cabbage and... Oh. Cabbage... Oh! Cabbage and meat! Cabbage and meat! What will we get when we combine a cabbage and meat? A cabbage and meat. What will we get? Nobody knows. Place your guesses now. This isn't how cooking works. Trust me. This is how cooking works. I have a dish called mince improv. This is how cooking works. You have mince, and you figure it out as you go along. You throw in anything you fancy. And don't get me wrong, 50% of the time, you see that dish, and you go, no, I've done a crime. So this was meat and... It's a stir-fry! And it's my first ever stir-fry. What do we think? No, I think we've tried crab in a thing. Have we actually just done standard pumpkins? Yes, we have. That's fine. How many crimes versus successes? In fairness, I don't actually improv that dramatically. Yeah? Because basically, by mince improv, what I mean is you make a sauce with the mince in a standard fashion, and then you either put it on rice, you put it on pasta, or you put it on chips. And as long as it's copiously covered in cheese, I'm happy. I'm happy with Bunny. No, it's not like in aubergettes and what's it? Aubergettes and that? Is that going to make the same thing? Yeah. So aubergettes and wheat make the same saucy spaghetti. I suppose in fairness, the saucy spaghetti does technically have aubergette sort of cut on top of it, doesn't it? So it makes a degree of sense that aubergette was one of the ingredients, but technically you can use either tomatoes, I think tomatoes and wheat, or aubergettes and wheat, and you'll get the same thing. Which is a tiny bit disappointing, but, you know. I thought you said salty spaghetti. No, saucy. Oh, sauce on that. Look at me and my sauce. Let's see, what other ingredients do we have here? Anything of interest? Mushrooms? I mean, it might be worthwhile trying to chuck some mushrooms in there. I don't know how many... Oh, seaweed! Yeah, okay, kelp. We might be able to do something with kelp. What should we replace? Oh, we'll replace worm food with kelp. See if we can't put some kind of kelp in here. The only thing that is happy with the way you cook steaks is the dragons from Reign of Fire, who inexplicably eat ash instead of food, which makes no sense. But it makes more sense than a well-done steak. I'll cook you a steak and you will bloody love it. I must admit, once upon a time, I was very much one for the properly sort of heavily cooked steak. Because basically, I preferred the idea of making certain it was cooked. I didn't really want to shit myself into oblivion at having undercooked food. But then, I can't deny, my father has actually started cooking them... Whoops, I didn't mean to take all of that away. No, we've done that one, I think. What about bread and kelp? No? No, I'm not sure. I'm not sure anything's going with kelp. But he's now been doing them sort of reasonably medium, and they have actually been quite nice. Sort of just slightly... I think it might be splitting the difference between rare and medium. I couldn't say with absolute certainty without a chart, but it's actually bloody. Now, see, that I don't think I could muster. I don't think I could muster it looking blood. Have we done egg and wheat? I feel like the answer is yes. I kind of want to... Whoops, no. Egg and wheat. Egg and wheat. Bread and kelp is a Welsh dish. I don't... Now see, I don't think I can actually put something like bread in it. And I don't think the kelp is really doing anything useful either. But yeah, so wheat and egg is pancakes. I've made pancakes again. Oi, Ant, stop chasing my cow. Oi, you little shit. Yeah, that's right. Oh, you'll chase a defenceless cat, but the moment someone comes at you with a sword, you're all like, oh no, I don't want any of it anymore, please. No, please, sir, I don't want it. Let's just wait for my pancakes to cook. There's a chicken in my restaurant. You were discussing health and safety earlier at the use of my ladder. I don't think it's health and safety is going to have a nightmare if I rock up with a chicken in my fucking restaurant as well. No, I can't seem to catch anything with kelp. So what I'll do in a moment or two, actually I'll tell you what, we'll do it now. But I think when I get that bread, let's pop the plumberries away, and that'll clear up a space for the bread. But I don't think you can combine bread with something, because bread is a cooked item. In gameplay terms, you can't then sort of recook it, I think is the idea. It's gameplay logic, pure and simple. Obviously, in real life, you would happily slice that bread open and stick a cooked bit of meat in between its baps, as it were. It's a lot ruder than I intended it to be. But yeah, you cannot... Oh, I just ate the bread by accident, but never mind. You cannot place the bread or any item you have previously cooked, you cannot place in the cooker. No, nothing doing there. Egg... Pumpkin? No. Egg and meat? No, we've just tried that. Egg and aubergine? No. Egg and tomato? No. Egg and wheat? And pancakes? Egg and cabbage? No. Egg and crab? No. Darn it. Meat? Oh, meat and aubergine. We've had meat and aubergine, haven't we? Yeah, it's stir fry. Of course it was. Anyway, I'll tell you what, we'll let that cook off. I'll kick the spaghetti on my person. And then, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll also cook up a bunch of kelp here. Do you drink kelp? We'll go find out if you do. Oh, yes you do. Okay, that's going to be interesting. Whoops, you also eat it raw. Oh no, you can't. Okay, sorry. You can put it in. You can put it in there, but you cannot actually consume it. Right, here we go. We want to deal with this barn. Now I just need to figure out what is required for a barn. Let's open up the rooms and find myself a barn. A Barney barn. Barney. Something to do with Flintstones. Insert Flintstones reference here. Right, so a chest. We have chests. I should really have... Yeah, I should have looked at them all at the same time, really. Also, I shouldn't have done it that way around. Right, chest, pot, haystack, rope, farming tools, firewood. I don't think I've got all of those, and I'm going to forget half of those at least by the time I actually get anywhere here, but still. We do probably want some lights. I think maybe, yeah, the lantern's probably nice enough. And we want some kind of... Yeah, do you know what? A vertical log might look quite nice. Maybe... we've only got one, so I'd have to build some more, but maybe I could use a vertical log in some fashion. I mean, in fairness, you usually end up using a vertical log, because that's just the way they come out. Gravity dictates it's a vertical log, I think you'll find. Rope. I think rope was needed, and I think firewood was needed. Sack of wheat, maybe? Makes sense anyway. No, not mining tools. If we got farming tools, I'd have those, but... Leather sack, yeah, we'll have one of them, just in case. I think we'll have... maybe a stack of barrels. Triple stack of barrels, that'll do nicely. But we will need at least a hay bale. So let's have our sort of triple stack of barrels in the corner here. Nice. Very nice. Leather sack. You enter the building and you pop your goods in your leather sack. Sack of wheat. Just off the side of the barrels. There you go. You store your wheat off to the side of the barrels. Then you've got a nice little rope, just in case. Then I might consider... you know what? I've got some spare fires, haven't I? I think. Where's my fires? Did I use all fire? No, I didn't use all fire. Don't be nonsense, game. Don't be monster. Meat and aubergine is moussaka. Is it really? I mean, I've heard of all of those words. I just didn't know that's what they all combined into. I get the sense I don't have fire. I do have fire. I told you I have fire. You doubted me when I said I had a fire. But yeah, we'll have a little... I mean, the entire... Let me just have an aside. The entire room is made of wood. Yes. Are you sure you want a fire inside the room made of wood? Yes. I'm absolutely certain. And we'll have the firewood near the fire for when you need to actually get the fire going. Oh, the room gets a little bit fancier. Is the chest going to fit there? Yeah! Nice area of storage. And now what I'm thinking is if we pop... Shall we do a nice little triple corner? No, I'm not so sure about that. I don't think I like the triple corner. Oops. There we go, marvellous. I'll tell you what might look quite nice. Yeah, it's not terrible. And maybe have some logs running around the edge like that. No, I think I've got... That's not quite where I want it to go, and I've got a slightly better idea for that. Oh, yeah, I do want it there, though. That's fine. Now, crucial elements. Let's have a review of what we've got so far. Hopefully we can sort of look through and try to... Where's the barn? Where's the barn? Where's the barn, baby? Where's the barn? Don't tip the barn over. Okay, so we've definitely got a pot. We've definitely got a chest. We've definitely got some rope. We need farming tools and a haystack. Farming tools and a haystack and a couple other bits that might be desirable just to make it look fancy. God damn it, these rats do not want to leave you alone, do they? Just keep respawning in this area. I don't remember having quite such a rat problem previously. But there you go. Okay, so... no, I don't think I want that. I think what I want... Oh, I need to unlock them. Well, that's fine. It doesn't make too much difference. You tried your best, but it didn't quite line up with the tune there, did it? No, it didn't at all. Let's grab a load of those. Again, infinite wood. I can have as many as I like, but to a certain extent, I'll keep it a little bit light. Right. Oh, what do we want? Haystack, yes, please. Thank you. How many scarecrows we got? Now I've got another 10 on hand, I believe. Yes, 10 on hand. Right. Yeah, we'll want to deal with pets at some point, but not right now. We'll build some pet bowls, so I've got them ready. Eventually, we'll be wanting to build some barns and pets and all that jazz. Maroff, there's an ant coming to... Is it too much to ask that you see the ant, Maroff, and you kill the ant, Maroff, before the ant hits me? What else do we need? Farming tools, I believe, was the key thing. Frying pan. Let's get some more frying pans, because we can upgrade those fires in the restaurant to fiery frying pan sets, which may or may not be helpful. Oh, interesting. We can actually build a post box around here as well, but I don't necessarily want to build a post box around here. Oh, you don't want a post box around here. Don't want you and your post box ways. Nobody likes your post box ways. A potage pot! Don't know why I was quite so excited about that, but clearly having a potage pot just excited me. Farmer's tools. Farming tools. Well, fuck it, we'll have 10. Probably won't use all 10, but it's nice to know I have them. It's nice to know I have them. Swings. Wouldn't go amiss to have a swing, but I'd need a tree first. And that's a crucial detail indeed. A crested viper fountain. Ooh. Sounds delightful. A big bronze bell. Yes, that's what you want sometimes. You just want a big bronze bell. It's a crucial thing to possess. Oh, Whee! I'll tell you what I can also do with my vertical logs. Might look quite nice. Always slightly awkward to make sure you get it actually correct, because I think I was doing it wrong. Pretty certain it's that square. Also, it's quite awkward. I'll tell you what, let's get rid of that block. Not exactly what I'd intended, but yeah, there's a lovely little gap there that will fill that out nicely. And now, yeah, just caught it. Except I don't actually want this bit, so we'll trash that one. But it was worthwhile just trying to sort of grab it. Grab it without... no, I can't place it below me. It's fine. I didn't actually mean to, but... Hey, there we go. So it's now just ever so slightly more sort of acceptable that it's kind of dangling there, because it's now on stilts. It's a lovely little building on its lovely little stilts today. Right. So the idea was to go like that. I don't think I'll be able to get away with that, but I might be able to get away with this. Yeah, that's what we were after. Whether it looked good or not, I don't know, but it's what we were after. Yeah. It's just a big log. It's a big log on top of my big barn. I'm going to accept it. I think with the other side, I might I might do it, but I won't do it with the ropes in the middle, because the ropes in the middle are nicely over the door, and I quite like that. But, yes! Caught it! It's the weirdest and most awkward way to build things ever. But sometimes you just have to accept the awkward way of doing things. It's not pretty, but it is the way to get it done. Superb. That one there, and that one in there. There we go. We've got 2 massive logs on top of our house. What happens if I do that? Oh! Might not be the ugliest thing around. Oh, it's gotten very dark. Unexpectedly dark. Yeah. I'm making a log cabin in my woods. This is the Halloween special. It's gone super spooky and dark. Super spooky and dark. I think what we want to do is move that pot to a more convenient pot location, because then the big haystack can perhaps sit in that corner. Whoops, sit in that corner there, and then the farming tools, they'll sit right next to that. Perfect. That is a barn, is it not? Was it a barn? I think it was a barn. I think we've officially built a barn. Yes, we have officially built a barn. Superb. Put all that away, put that away, put that away. Might keep those on my person, put those away. Keep the frying pans on my person, because we might just install those at the restaurant right now. The benefit of the frying pans, if you do not recall from earlier sessions, is you can basically stick more ingredients in the fires, which will allow you to build more combos. Now, granted, I've got the triple combo on the big frying area there, but I don't know. I mean, it's quite useful if I can bring people in to do the cooking for me at some point, which basically means I'll want to sort of... So I'll stow the kelp, because then that can perhaps be used by others to build me dishes. But yeah, they can sort of stash some stuff up there, and it's not too bad. It's quite good. Right, so we have now officially built a barn. Now what we want to do is, I suppose here we want to make sure there's a treasure chest around here. That's the ones. I don't know whether it'd be easy. I don't know whether actually they might use the one in the barn, but I'm not 100% convinced of that. I think maybe we'll have one. We'll have one on the outside anyway, just in case. And what we want to do here is pop any of the seeds we've got. Coffee bean? No, that's actual beans, isn't it? Seeds. There we go. Medicinal coffee beans. Don't know what you need for coffee beans, but we'll put all seeds in here. That'll do nicely. I suppose I could include the shrubs, but they don't really do shrubs. I don't think anyway. Not officially. And then this field... Okay, so we don't actually have any pumpkins, we don't have any tomatoes. We did have some sugar cane. Did we have cabbage seeds in that basket? Yes, we do. Cabbage and wheat seeds we do have in an abundance. So we'll go cabbage over here. And wheat over here. That's it. So we should get a couple of nice fields of wheat and cabbage. Because that's the only crops we know how to build. And then maybe what we'll do, we'll perhaps have a sort of, I don't know, we'll try and build like an experimental farm somewhere. I'll try and be Heston Blumenthal and start sort of doing an experimental kitchen somewhere where I can start sort of putting all my weird ingredients together. But one of the crucial things we need to do is get out of this field so I can actually use the map. And what I need to be able to do... but it's interesting, yeah, you get a big marker that says that's a restaurant, which is interesting. I didn't know that. But the crucial thing is we need to go back to the Scarlet Sands so that we can use the registration documents. That's the one. Just stand on the table, it's not a problem. But yeah, we got all our animals in the gardens, but none of everybody else. So, I mean, you are a farmer, so I think it's probably best if you go back to the farm. Bonanza, you're a farmer, so you should go back to the farm. Now, interestingly enough, Ordelia liked beardy weirdy Bonanza. So I don't know whether she should perhaps go with him, but for now, we'll just have the farmers head back. What's Rochelle? What are you? Oh, you're a merchant, so yeah, you should be in the old, in the pyramid. Let's see how that shop's doing. Why not? Let's go investigate our pyramid for a bit. We did quite a lot of work on this pyramid, and it's intriguing to know how it's fared. Well, nobody's bought anything, because it's all still on the shelves. So that's good. Yes, the coffers are empty. The coffers are empty. Nobody wanted to buy anything, but they've all been sleeping in the same room as well. That's fair. Hello, lads. I know. I haven't really sorted out the bedroom situation, have I? But well, poor little Lillian. I think that's Lillian. She's being consumed by the pillows, which I suppose is quite good if you're really feeling sad. That sounded a lot harsher than I intended it to do. But if you're feeling sad, sometimes it's nice to be consumed by your pillows. But here we go. Night soil collection time. It's the night soil collection man. He's come to stick his hands down your toilets. He's the night soil collection man. And he's come to take your poo away. He's gonna turn it into plant seeds and then let Wrigley eat them. Takes on a bit of a different scenario if you suddenly think and realise that Wrigley is eating human poo. He's eating the human poo. He can't help himself. He's just eating the human poo-poo. He's eating such a large amount of the poo-poo that he is making grass now. That's alarming. We've only got 98 earths left. So let's see, where do we want another sort of slight gardening area? That is the wrong tool, sir. How often is it the wrong tool? Every goddamn day. So I think what we want to do is, as I say, a lot of this you do kind of want it to be flat. It does end up meaning you just have to build it out. Which unfortunately means Rosie is a little bit fucked. Hey Rosie, don't mind me. Okay, I didn't quite mean to track her through quite so much dirt. I intended to let her sleep in peace for a bit there. But unfortunately what happened was she very much just got caught. She got caught in my building fury and thus couldn't do anything. Time to eat! Oh, are you all going to rush up to the restaurant? You've not got time for that, lad. Oh, I've used all my earth. Bollocks. Well, I suppose technically it's going to be a tiny field, but I did say I wanted it as sort of an experimental field. So it being slightly smaller might not necessarily go amiss. Whoops, not there. I don't need a double stack of fence. No, I don't need a double stack of fence. I'm thinking if I made that the entrance. Actually, I need another bloody gate, don't I? To the workbench. This is why a lot of the time I overbuild things, because then I don't have to carry on building them after I've built them once. But I still don't always build enough, because, you know, who thinks that you're going to get through 500 pieces of block? Nobody. You'd be a madman to think you were going to get through that many. Wooden gates, in that's what we're after. Oh, this one's not quite as infinite because it does require cord. However, I can probably get infinite cord in the not too distant future. Head up, hit. Hey. Ah, missed. Missed it by that much. Bloody ants infesting my fields. You leave now. Oh, we're going to start building more seeds at the time, which is fine. So I'm thinking, yeah, if I pop the gate in... No, I don't think I want the gate in there. If anything, we'd want the gate in there, which... Stop double stacking! That makes for a very awkward area, but I don't know. Probably do. All I need now, really, is for them to tend the field. But what we'll do is try and get the scarecrow out, so that it's at least registered as a field. There we go. Registers as a tiny field. And that is my experimental garden. And yeah, am I satisfied with the entrance being there? No, not really, but... what are you going to do? Actually calculate an alternate system? Please. So are they going to work in the fields yet? I mean, they should do in the not too distant future. But I think they're stuffing their faces. Which I suppose I can't necessarily deny them stuffing their faces, but slightly annoying. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a quick review of my tablet targets. And then we're going to move on to Graveyard Keeper, as it is the appropriate time. So, a petting zoo. Everyone loves to get in touch with nature once in a while. If you build a petting zoo, your residents would be absolutely thrilled. Just put an animal house next to a playful park, and your pet patting paradise will be complete. Build a room up somewhere high. I thought the restaurant was high enough. The restaurant wasn't high enough. Many meadows, so we're going to need more little worm foods and more woody goodies. Build a farm. That is sort of what we're doing, isn't it? Oh, I see. By that, you mean sort of livestock. So grow some wheatgrass in a fenced-off field. I'm not entirely sure how you grow wheatgrass. I'm sure I'll figure it out. And you'll have a paddock to keep them in one place. If you're wondering where to get wheatgrass, sail to Blossom Bay and you'll be sure to find all you need. Good. Well, that's at least something. Build lots of fields. Till the earth till you can't till no more. And build a farm so big it puts Farrowfield Farm to shame. Now, by that is multiple. You can't build a 300 block field. More's the pity. But as we saw, it's very much sort of limited to the size. But yeah, we've accomplished a bit. We finished off the restaurant and officially built a restaurant. We've officially built a couple of fields that they're going to start working on in the not too distant future, I would hope. We experimented with cooking and we've built a barn. Oh, here we go. They might actually be starting to work. Let's pop down and see them. See if they are actually going to start working for a moment. Let's just check in with my farming crew. What are you going to be up to? You two? Are you going to do me proud? Or am I going to be ashamed of you all? Hey, here we go. Wait for it. Wait for it. Boom! There we go. They are tilling the fields together. A little bit too together, perhaps, because they were sort of fusing into one. They very much became a Rosie and whatever his name is, a Perry. So it would be a Riri, or maybe a Posy. Yes, Posy makes a degree of sense. But hopefully, yeah, I think they're going to do the plants as well. Are they? You do seem to have skipped the whole plants situation, so I suppose maybe I do need to clear out the plants. After all, I was hoping that wouldn't be the case. Do I have to concern myself? Interesting. I don't think they liked me slashing at them, which is unfortunate, but, you know. Are they going to be peeved about... I think they've given up for today. That's fine. Look, I mean, if you can't take one dragon blade, I don't know why I'm paying you. Luckily, I'm not paying them. But anyway, we've got Bonanza working on it. I just want to check. Are you going to do one of those grass tiles? Or are you going to ignore the grass tiles and I need to... No, hey, there we go. He has converted the grass tiles. So good. Don't know where Rosie and Perry are off to, but I suppose it's none of my business, really, if those two want to just go off on their own. But yeah, there we go. We can see it's building up the build loads of fields stat. As I say, I think that's 300 tiles of field, not 300 fields. because 300 fields is silly. But 300 tiles of fields is basically, you know, if you've got a field size 10, it's 30 fields. Mine are probably larger than 10. I'm not going to do a proper area calculation, but they are probably bigger than 10. I'm not sure. I'm not feeling like the Scarecrow itself is something like 10 by 10. Maybe. Something-ish along those lines. So, yeah, you're looking at sort of plentiful blocks per Scarecrow. So it doesn't take that long to build up the fields as you need them. But having said that, it still takes a modicum of time. I don't know what we'll do next week. I might either continue some more. Feel free to sort of put forth what you desire. I might continue doing tablet targets, which will basically be lots and lots of building. Or if people would prefer, I can engage story mode and go further with that. Roofs, no. Never. Never. The people will never have roofs. And I am the Lord and Commander, and I have spoken. No roofs. But I can move on with the storyline if people would prefer to engage storyline. However, I will never build a roof. I built logs across the barn. That will keep out some of the rain. I could technically build a log roof, I suppose, if I really wanted to. But I don't, because there will be no roofs. Tell you what, I'll have to get a sort of... It's not an actual command, by the way. I falsified it just in case you were wondering. If you were thinking, oh, he's put that actually in there. But there you go. Like your pink command, there will be no roofs. So I told you, it's not a real command. I'm not typing it in again. Anyway, there will be roofs. How dare you? Anyway, I'm going to take a break for 5 minutes, maybe, something along those lines. And once I come back, we shall graveyard keep. Can never quite remember where we're at with that. I think it was Sunday, so we're going to do the church service. And then we're just going to wander around and hope for the best. So, yay. Yay, hoping for the best. Anyway, be back in 5 or so.